Welcome teachers to this video on how to use Blackboard Collaborate Ultra in your Nestor courses. We hope that with these directions we can simplify the process and give some direction to you as you look to put some of your courses online. The software can look a bit overwhelming at first, but I assure you that after some time with it, with help from this video, is that it doesn't take too much time to figure out. You just play around with it a bit and you'll see. But let's get started. It's going to move really quickly, so please feel free to pause as necessary so that you can follow along on your own as well. You'll see on the screen I'm showing you where Nestor, in the Nestor course platform, where you can access it. Under Organization Management and under Tools, you'll find the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra tab. So we can start by first naming it, putting a date, so it's descriptive for our students. They know what time to join. This is the invitation then and the recording they will see later. And you'll see on the right side, this is where a lot of the settings are as you create the course. Under the settings, you can also control what your students can do. Maybe you don't want them to share audio right away if it's a large course. And you can put those settings there so that their background noises don't get distracting. So now you'll see under the course room where that lecture is placed. And this is where you can see then what students will see and where they can access these recordings under these tools. Okay, and you can add this where it says add tool link. And that's the descriptive name that you can give it. And then it's available for users. Okay, so then they go to online lectures. They can view it there. They can see the lecture that you have created and then join session. And this should go in. If you've used webinars before or participated in them, this platform will look a bit familiar to you, I'm sure. Okay, so now we're just going to join this. This is what the student's going to see as the only one in the room. You will also see this as the teacher. And now you can start setting up what happens in here. If you want to chat, for example, and have a group chat, that can happen on the right. Students are able to ask questions through this. You can also give different suggestions, answer questions. A lot of this will happen on the right side of the screen. What we're clicking for now is you can see first on the right where you can share your content. You'll see then here on the right the different options you have for what the students will see on their screen. To share content, this is going to be the most important for you eventually, is you can share different sorts of files. Of course, there are different settings here, audio settings, video settings that you want to show. If you want to show your face or not throughout, that is up to you, that's your choice. But let's go back then to this screen on the right. And we'll see the different options that we want to use with it again. So we're going to go up here and click Share Files. And this is where you can add your various PowerPoints to this, downloadable files from any material you have on the cloud. And then you'll see it's just going to upload your lecture. And these are the slides that you can go through as the video records you, and then also your face and video, of course, if you want. And so you'll see this example lecture here. It will show the slides, and whatever you click on as you click through, that is what students will see. Of course, keep an eye on the chat room in case they can't see it. This is a learning process for many of us, and what's actually going to work. But let's see on here. If you go to the top left then, you also want to record your lectures. That's where students can join at any time. This is going to be helpful, and I would strongly recommend you don't forget that point of recording your lecture so it's not simply a live webinar. So you'll see then on the screen you can have your pointer arrow, a drawer tool, and this is also how you can explain online. Students are watching what you are doing as you share your screen. So those tools in the top left are for that purpose. And then you can see there, you will click the stop sharing and stop recording. And that's where they will stop then seeing your slides, of course. And then that's how you leave. Again, we're going very quickly through this, so pause when you need to. And this is really just what you and also a little bit how your students will experience this process. We hope this was helpful in terms of simply setting up Collaborate Ultra. I would recommend now play with it, and you will see it's, as I said at the beginning, it's not too difficult to set up. Thanks, and good luck.